What is the type 1 primal? So, for those of you who don't know, the Enneagram is a typing system. It's a typing system that helps people save energy. And today, one of those types is the type 1, the primal. That's who we're going to be talking about today. So, that word primum, the root word of primum comes from primate, um, but without the E. And the etymology of it means first in rank. Um, like I said, when we talk about these numbers, no number is above or below, but when it comes to ranks, it is the first in rank. So the number 1 is the Enneagram number of those born on the day of 1, 10, 19, or the 28th of any month. And we're going to be talking about what is the type 1 primal. So, Enneagram number 1 people are ruled by the sun, and this gives them fixicity of purpose and ideas. So their rule. So once they believe they're on the right path, it's hard to change their minds. They quickly form their ideas and then they stick with them. These individuals, they have a clear perspective. That this perspective influences everything that they do. So they are very serious, they're very reliable, they're very punctual people, and they articulate their ideas very well. So they have a strong sense of individuality, and they crave attention and respect. So anybody you know that craves attention and respect, they're most likely a 1 or exhibiting traits of the 1. So they are very caring as well, though, and but they expect the same thing in return. So they make friends very easily. They find it hard to end friendships. They will, but they'll find it hard to do. They're very authoritative, and they often receive help from people in power. Their good fortune allows them. It follows them in all aspects of life. Um, they basically get a reputation for being lucky. They value freedom and they dislike restrictions or interference in their work. So you want to get on a one's bad side, mess with them while they're trying to work. They embrace new methods and technologies. They present familiar ideas, but in a fresh new perspective. So they're very creative, they're very inventive, and they're generally optimistic. They're physically strong and energetic, and they can handle hard labor. Um, I'm thinking of one right now. I know specifically that does construction, and even me, my wing is a 1, and I've done hard labor on several occasions, from fence companies to construction work. So they are high spirited, generous, and hardworking, free from envy, malice, or grudges. They are very efficient and honest, and they usually make the right decisions at the right time, and this helps them excel in their careers. So they aim for the top, and they often achieve it. But if they fail, they can be very sad and pessimistic. So number 1 individuals have a fertile mind, full of new ideas. They promote new ventures and schemes. They like to live luxuriously. They love to spend freely on gifts, and they love to entertain their guests. They are enthusiastic about any matters containing religion, and they often feel that they have a very special mission in life, and they will work hard to fulfill it, even if it requires them sacrificing something. So these are some very hard workers. They are resilient in the face of challenges, and they dislike criticism. But the caveat to that is they're very quick to criticize others. So they have good manager. Make very good managers, and they dislike disorder. They have good taste. Like I said, they dislike disorder. They don't like lazy people, or within themselves, they don't like laziness. They don't like false pride, and they don't like flattery. You know what I'm saying? So, they desire freedom without boundaries and express themselves very clearly. They prefer concise answers, so don't beat around the bush. They join religious and social organizations, but they will leave if they're not given key positions. Um, excuse me, y'all. There's something biting me. It was an ant. And these birds are like getting closer and closer. But anyway, so they thrive off attention, like I said before, and recognition, and they're generally liked by the opposite sex. They're very influential, very inspiring. They encourage young people to become leaders. Their most active years are between 35 and 49. And this is a very important point, because if you are a 9 or if you are an 8 and you have a 1 as a wing, you may find that your active years have to do with that 1 wing more than that 8 or a 9. So your active years may actually be between 35 and 49. So for all paths, if you want to find your active years and you don't necessarily see them in your number, look at your wings. Most likely it's there. So they are very disciplined, very practical, very serious-minded, extremely kind, cooperative, and are able to control their nerves. So they remain steady under unfavorable conditions, but can be very obstinate and irritable. They like the sun. They are a source. They are like the sun, meaning they are a source of light and joy. They're very dedicated to serving humanity. They love traveling, and they can adapt to pretty much any situation. They appreciate art and beauty and are willing to change their opinions in the face of the truth. They create their own path rather than following traditional religions, and are very conscious of their public image. So, like I said, they're very friendly, very helpful. They quickly make connections with strangers, and they inspire them. They encourage leadership in young people and are admired for their hard work, for their poise, and their generosity. So these are a few things that the number 1 will want to be mindful of, some things to be cautious of. So be mindful of your budget and avoid extravagant spending on luxury items and gifts. You want to avoid taking financial risks and making hasty judgments. So that doesn't necessarily mean don't take financial risk, but it basically means like do your due diligence. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't take uncalculated financial risks too much. You want to refrain from being overly ambitious, independent, authoritative, critical, or demanding of attention. You want to avoid boasting, sensuality, especially for the males, and not necessarily nothing wrong with sensuality, but like I said in another video, don't let it control you. You control it. Also, don't struggle alone without asking for help. Like, if you need help, reach out. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's okay to reach out for help. You know, we all need help at some point in our lives. And also sharing beyond your limits with friends or guests. Like I said, you're a very generous person. So you love to share, you know what I'm saying? And that's fine, but just make sure that in your sharing, you're not depriving yourself.